Good morning. It is day 238 of From Here to Jerusalem. Walking from West Cork to Jerusalem with a harp on your back. I had like the weirdest few days. I left Budapest on day 236 and I had a bed in Eird. I was on my way there, and then the strangest things started happening. I got a message on Messenger saying, how do I start? So I've been trying to plan forward a little bit because, I'm never organized, and it would be good to be a little bit more organized because of the weather. And I had sent out a trust route request for Eird, and they had accepted, and they said I was very welcome. And then I'd also sent a request for Százhalombatta, where I am now, but that was on couch surfing. I hadn't really, I'd read all the profiles and I knew who was who, but names, I'm really bad with names. I always have been. I remember teaching this one kid, and like literally for 2 years, I had no idea what their name was. Like, this is how bad I am. And it's just because I'm in that moment with that person, and the name is really, but I don't have a big group of people in front of me, so it doesn't really matter. Or that's what I think, but apparently it does matter, because I get a message saying like, oh, we know, like, it's hard to tell what day you will be arriving because you're walking, but if you're arriving on Wednesday or Thursday, then, well, we've got invitations to go to Budapest. And I went like, and I'm thinking, this must be for Eird. For some reason, it was in my head that this message was about Eird, about that evening. And I said, oh, no, that's okay, because I'll be arriving like in 2 or 3 hours. And then half an hour later, I get a message from the same person saying, oh, I only just saw your answer. We won't be here. Like, we got another invitation to go. And I'm thinking, no, now I've got no bed. And so I start frantically searching for another bed. And I find a pension, a restaurant pension, a Belgian restaurant. And I book myself in because it's going to be -4 at night and I need to be inside. And I go there, I pay my money, I think, okay, time for a Belgian beer, right? Because what a day. And the stress, like, because I'm standing there with the harp in the middle, walking into Eird, coming over the hill along the railway. And I get another message, and it says, we're waiting for you. Is everything okay? Your bed is made. Do you need any help? We're here to help. And I'm thinking, no, I didn't. And yes, I did. So I'd mixed up the two hosts. So I go, I am so sorry. Like, there's a complete mix-up. I thought I got a message from you saying that you couldn't host me, but this was the host for tomorrow evening. So, anyway, that was the start of yesterday. I woke up in Eird, and then the host that was supposed to host me, the young lady, so it's a young couple who are doing up a house in Eird that they got from his mother. And she said, I'll come and walk with you. Because the walk was really short, because with the new shoes, I wasn't going to go that far, so I had booked the next place, which is this fancy thing, like it, because it was the last place available. It's really fancy. It wasn't that expensive. Like it cost a bit of money, but it wasn't that expensive. But I've got like a bathtub and an entire kitchen, so I could cook. So it actually turned out a really good deal for me. For it, finally, like good deals for me. I was going like, oh, okay. So she came and walked with me, and it was really, really lovely. Like really lovely. She was originally from the Czech Republic, and she got married to her husband, who was from Hungary, last summer. They met at a rainbow gathering, and we had a really, really lovely time. She was telling me about her mom, who's my age, and I'm thinking, I'm obviously getting on in age. Százhalombatta basically is the end of the outskirts of Budapest. So the past 2 days wasn't that interesting. Walking yesterday, the vineyard was lovely. We were walking up the hill, though, on the other side, and I have to take back that people put all their rubbish here away. I don't know why, but like we walked by, there was like a community of gypsies in little houses, and it was like the rubbish was just put outside of the door and just left there. So the Hungarians apparently really do put all along the way in Hungary. There was no rubbish, and here we're like a little settlement of Hungarian gypsies, and they just put the rubbish outside of the door. It was bizarre. It was really weird to see, because I haven't seen any rubbish, literally, and Austria doesn't have a lot of rubbish, and Germany doesn't either. I don't know where they ship it to, but it's not there in the country. They don't throw it out of the window. They're pretty good. So that was really bizarre, and we came past a graveyard, and the graves, like they were like, decked out. It's always interesting to see how different people do different things. And then as we're walking up the hill, around the corner, because where my Hungarian is still not there at all. Comes this guy with a young woman, an older man, like a little bit older, my age or a little bit older. I don't know. Like if his life was very rough, he was my age, and if he actually only had a few rough years, he was probably a little bit older. 2 teeth, and he's chatting away like he did exactly what I always do. Like if you don't understand somebody, just keep talking. They'll get the gist of it. And he's and I go, Jerusalem, are you coming with me, walking Jerusalem? And he goes, and we're walking up the hill, and he's got like an old bicycle, and it's full with groceries, and the girl is carrying 2 bags as well. And then he stops and he goes, you come with me, and the Czech young woman, she says, he's talking about chicken soup, and I said, are you inviting me for chicken soup? And he goes, yeah, come with me, and he's talking away, and we're heading over there, over the thing, and I go like, that's really lovely, but no, I have eaten, so you're okay, like no chicken soup for me. On the top of the hill, we parted ways, like, and he's waving and I'm waving, and I thought, oh my God, I just got flirted with. But this guy with 2 teeth, he was flirting with me and offering me chicken soup. And we had a good laugh. It was really nice. Boots. So I have the new boots. I had calculated in short distances. I have 2 big fat blisters like on my heels. It's always the same thing with boots. I have one leg that one foot is a little bit like this, so my right foot stands out a little bit, and then there is always movement in the heel, and it's just, and then I was overcompensating on the left one and 2 big open bleeding blisters. So lucky me, I didn't throw out the old shoes yet, so I've been, changing over. And of course boots, you really need to walk them in. It's very, very painful. I was going like, oh no. Now, I've been lucky with the weather so far. Not beautiful sunshine and stuff, but it's been dry. Now that's going to change tomorrow. So I have 2 more short days. Today I am heading over the Danube. I'm crossing the Danube and I'm going to the other side by ferry. Hopefully they go. As I understand it, the ferry goes once an hour. And I'm just gonna go do it like 16 kilometers to the next place. I don't remember what the name is. I set it all out yesterday, and then tomorrow it's in the next town on the other side. So the little Donau where I'm heading now, Rakic, I think. So I'll look. It'll be in my head now once I start walking. I have a room there, which is also like because I had, there wasn't much there, but it's okay. I suppose it's just above my budget. And then the next day I have a room that is in my budget, but it's a room that is part of a restaurant and pension complex, but the restaurant is not open and it's out in the middle of nowhere, just off of on a farm road, a forest road. They're closed for the winter, but they rent out the rooms, and it's in my budget. I don't have a kitchen, I don't have anything, but I can just bring food. I'm only coming through, and it's within my budget, so it's okay. That's more than I've been able to get so far, so I'm okay there. Then the next day I have again a room at a farm, and that is a bit further then. So I have 15 and 16 kilometers to do. So I'll do, which is really short distances, but it's really minus, and I still am not entirely sure how to do this thing in the cold. So I just don't want to risk being out there for too long, getting too cold. So yeah, I ate really well because I could cook last night. So I went shopping, bought like a $5 worth of what is it? Yeah, $5 worth of stuff, and cooked pasta with cheese and peas, and just ate as much as I possibly could just to get it all in. I have to go to the bakery now, get some bananas, and then I'll set off. I'm feeling a little bit better now than I did when I left, because I've been sleeping a lot. My whole rhythm got disturbed, and and then of course then your memory card is full, and I couldn't find sometimes I forget how to do that. Like my brain is like working at half speed sometimes, which is the time of my life apparently. And I got more complete I put on my plasters. I'm gonna go try and walk a little bit in my shoes again. Hopefully I can. I have a kettle tonight, and yeah. I'm looking forward to walking along the river again, trying to stay warm. Time to go home. I'd say I have my coffee and it's time to go. Oh, maybe show you the apartment because it's like crazy. It's like really fancy. It's really fancy. Just alone for me. Kitchen, gas cooker stuff. Then this is my bedroom. Big TV, which I didn't watch. No, it's wasted on me. Nice fancy bed, and then I had like this was the big thing. Look at this, like, and this was 14,000 florins, which is something like 37 euros. Hallway and then bathroom, very important. I had a bath, so yeah, that was really lovely. So yeah, that was my fancy schmancy place. Fancy schmancy, what can I say? Sometimes you get lucky. It's time for me to start packing. I gotta go, and I'll see you on the road.